Hi, having a great day. You're watching your entertainment, myself, and this is my video on everything that Black Widow sets up for the future of the MCU. There's a lot of things that are very sneaked into this that most people didn't know or realize. But definitely just make sure to watch towards the end because there's a lot of things that Black Widow sets up. Surprisingly, because it looks like a pretty old, like the movie that should have come out a long time ago. But this movie actually sets up a lot of things. So definitely make sure to watch towards the end of the video so you can see everything that Black Widow sets up. But first, make sure to leave a like. It would really help out my video out. It helps YouTube recommend to a lot of people. And if you end up enjoying this video, definitely make sure to leave a like. It also took a while to get this list together, so just please leave a like. As well as subscribe for more content like this. For example, I very recently did a video like this for Loki, which I will definitely make sure to link at the end of the video, or link in the description, or in the comments, one or the other. But definitely just subscribe to get more content like this. You'll probably get one more Black Widow video, and I'm making another video on Loki, and so on and so on. So just make sure to subscribe to get a lot more content on your favorite entertainment. As well as comment down below what were your thoughts on Black Widow. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Just let me know what your thoughts were on Black Widow. Okay, now let's get started. So the first thing, which is pretty obvious, is Yelena versus Hawkeye. Yes, obviously this was said in the post-credit scene. Whenever Belle comes into Yelena, whenever she's mourning Natasha on her grave, and she's like, "You want to kill the person that's responsible for your sister's death," or something like that. And then they show the picture of Hawkeye. I was setting up the fight between Yelena and Hawkeye, making her either the main villain or just the villain of Hawkeye. We'll see how this ends up going in the Hawkeye show. I'm very curious to see how it's going to go down. You know, Heidi Steinfeld is there. We know that Hawkeye seems to be losing his hearing because he has like hearing aids and all that. So I'm definitely very curious to know what's going to happen with Yelena Belova, since we had no idea about this before this movie. So we'll see. I do think that maybe she might succeed on killing him. And then this will set off a character arc for the rest of the MCU whenever she finds out that it wasn't actually his fault that Natasha died. Because I feel like Hawkeye has kind of had his run throughout the MCU. I don't really know what else they could do with him after this show. I'm kind of curious to how they're going to do this show-ish. I mean, I can kind of see a little bit with Kate Bishop and all that. But I think after that, I think he might be done with the show. I mean, with the MCU. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have a lot more to do in the MCU. So it would make sense that Yelena maybe killed him at the end, and then this will set off her character arc throughout the rest of the MCU. I think that could be a pretty nice possibility, and I think it would work perfectly for Yelena's tragic character arc. The second thing I think Black Widow set up is a Taskmaster show. And this Taskmaster show will probably consist of Taskmaster along with the rest of the Black Widows that were freed, that are trying to probably free the rest of the Black Widows all around the globe, as shown by Dreykov, that he has undercovered in the government and all that type of stuff. So definitely, I think that's what's going to happen. I think also that Taskmaster will probably also try to help find the rest of the Black Widows' families. Like maybe they're trying to find families, relatives, all that type of stuff to bring them back to their family. And I'm sure some of them will want revenge on other people, not just Dreykov. Anybody else that helped Dreykov, I'm sure they will want revenge, including Taskmaster. I think Taskmaster would definitely try to kill people that were part of the Taskmaster program. Since in the movie, they referred to Taskmaster as the Taskmaster program, meaning it was a program with a bunch of people working on it, meaning that maybe Tony Masters is there. Yes, Tony Masters, maybe he was part of the reason why this program even exists. Maybe he helped collaborate with this program. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was just inspiration from Tony Masters. Who knows? But Tony Masters could be in the list of creators that Taskmaster and Tony Dreykov wants revenge on, which would make an amazing fight between two Taskmasters. I think it would be awesome. I think it would definitely stop all the criticisms that the fandom has towards Taskmaster and be positive about Taskmaster, especially after a bunch of people were mad that they switched characters and Tony Dreykov and switched motivation on that. Oh, they can still show the other Taskmaster while still having this one, and I think it would be super cool. Imagine having two Taskmasters. That would be awesome, incredible, and amazing. Definitely amazing. It would make for amazing fights. And I think maybe at the end they could team up. I think that would be great. And I really, another thing that this show could definitely show is more action sequences of Taskmaster. I think Taskmaster needs a lot more action sequences. Her action sequences were good in Black Widow, except for the last one. The last one was kind of lame, but the other ones were pretty good. But definitely needs more action sequences. It definitely needs to show more people that they can the Taskmaster can copy. It will be super fun. They'll be like, oh, that looks cool. Look, he copied this person. He copied this person. He copied this. And I think we also need to show like Taskmaster in different environments, using different skills that he learned from different people to fit in those environments throughout the show. I think that would be amazing. Just showing how she gets used to different environments, being like, okay, maybe in this environment I'll use this guy's moves, and maybe in this environment I'll use this guy's moves, and so on and so on. I think that would be awesome. And also, like I said, I will have the rest of the Widows that want to have revenge or want to help the other Black Widows get freed in this show, which would be awesome. We'll have an army of Black Widows along with Taskmaster herself, which would be incredible. And like I said, maybe even Sony Masters teaming up at the end for a grand villain. Who would be that grand villain? Who knows? Maybe Tony Masters ends up being the grand villain. Who knows? But I think it definitely set up a good premise for this Disney Plus show. And I think it could also include characters like Iron Maiden, which is the mom of Natasha, and Red Guardian, because Red Guardian would also fit with the story since Iron Maiden will be in it. Maybe Red Guardian will as well. And I definitely think that this will give this type of show a kind of spy thriller action type of show that I think would be amazing to the MCU, and I definitely think we need in the MCU. I definitely want to see this spy aspect in the MCU more and more. So yeah, I think I would love that, and I think, like I said, the show will have amazing action sequences, and it definitely fits for a Disney Plus show. I don't think it needs to be a super big, massive thing. No, I think it fits in the Disney Plus show, and I think it would be just great. Another thing that Black Widow set up was Red Hulk. Who's Red Hulk? Well, in the comics, Red Hulk is Thunderbolt Ross, which he was in this movie, and he looked very sick. He looked very skinny, and he had a red cane, foreshadowing that he will turn into Red Hulk. Yes, Red Hulk, that would be amazing. He probably will turn into Red Hulk and She-Hulk, so I think Black Widow maybe was setting up She-Hulk, because obviously She-Hulk is show full of Hulks, She-Hulk, Abominations confirmed, Mark Ruffalo himself is confirmed, and it would only make sense for Red Hulk to appear there, probably his creation there. But obviously he's not going to end there. He's probably going to have a story throughout the MCU. Now, where could that story go through? Well, he could join the Dark Avengers, which I will talk about in a little bit, or he could create the Thunderbolts. You know, Thunderbolt Ross, the Thunderbolts. Yes, in the comics, he created the Thunderbolts. So in the movies, he could create the Thunderbolts. He obviously wants his own army, as seen by the Sokovia Accords. And obviously, he is pretty mean. He's pretty brutal. So he could create the Thunderbolts in the MCU, and he could get characters like Zemo and Ghost to join the Thunderbolts. Or, like I said, he could join the Dark Avengers. Which brings us to the next point. Black Widow set up the Dark Avengers. Yes, the Dark Avengers. Bao keeps recruiting the Dark Avengers. I'm almost certain that it's the Dark Avengers and not the Thunderbolts, because I think if it was the Thunderbolts, we would have seen Bao recruit Zemo, but she didn't. She recruited John Walker, which is obviously a stand-in for Captain America. And in this movie, we see that she recruited Yelena VS, which is obviously a stand-in for Black Widow. So definitely, there's the Dark Avengers. They're setting up the Dark Avengers very well. It's probably going to be the big threat on the ground surface. You know, we have Dark Avengers, we have the multiverse, we have the Secret Invasion on higher levels, and the Dark Avengers are probably like the grounded threat. Yes, we have John Walker, like I said, we have Yelena as Black Widow, and Red Hulk could join in as a stand-in for Hulk, obviously, which that would mean 3 different characters in the Dark Avengers. And maybe if Norman Osborn is in Spider-Man No Way Home, as the rumors say, then he could stand in for Iron Man, which would be awesome. I think would definitely fit. So this movie is definitely setting up the Dark Avengers, just giving us more proof that that's where they're going, and I'm very much loving it. I can't wait to see the Dark Avengers. Okay, now moving on, they also set up Red Guardian. Now, like I said, Red Guardian could end up being in the Taskmaster Disney Plus show, or he could go on his own story with Yelena VS. Like the actor said, he probably wants revenge on Clint after hearing that he was the cause of Hawkeye, so he could end up being Natasha's dead, so he could go against Hawkeye and try to kill Hawkeye, which would obviously join Yelena VS in the Hawkeye show. So that's where he could go, but I think he could also join the Dark Avengers. Yes, because obviously he wishes to be a famous hero, and I think that maybe Bao was like, okay, I can give you the fame that you want, and he would join the Dark Avengers. Without thinking, because you see that he can get manipulated very easily, as he was manipulated by Dreykov himself and the Black Widow movie, as shown. So I think he could be very easily manipulated by Bao to join this team to be a great hero towards people. So yeah, I definitely think that's where he could go. I also think it would be great if we could meet and have a good scene with Sam or Isaiah Bradley or John Walker. I think all those characters, they would be great. They would have great interactions, especially since they all have like this Captain America type of ties. And I would absolutely love that. I think that would be incredible. Yeah, I think that Red Guardian definitely has an incredible potential. They might also have flashbacks for him. To be honest, he might even get his own Disney Plus show. I don't think so, but he could. He definitely has a lot of potential. He could go a flashback show and a present show. It could go a lot of ways, but definitely set up this character to be a pretty big thing going forward, especially as Kevin Feige said that he expects them to go on to different projects. So I definitely think that he will be a big thing like in the MCU going forward. And lastly, the last thing that Black Widow set up was the X-Men / mutants in the MCU. Yes, it's the last movie that I expected this to happen, but it did set it up, and wow, I was not expecting it. But 2 days ago, I think, an actor in Black Widow said, Marvel's Black Widow is out, and after 2 years, I can finally tell you who my character is. Ursa Mayer, the first mutant / X-Men to the MCU. Yes, that's what he tweeted out, and Ursa Mayer. Who's Ursa Mayer? Ursa Mayer has the ability to transform into a bear, which is obviously a mutant power. Now, who was he in the movie? He was the guy that was hand wrestling Red Guardian, and then the super tall dude, the one that got his arm broken, that guy. That's Ursa Mayer, and that's his mutant power, and that means that we have officially entered the mutants towards the MCU. This is huge, because now we know that Kevin Feige is starting to introduce these characters, and he's starting to build up the X-Men, which would be amazing, and that's another thing that I think could fit with Red Guardian if he doesn't end up getting his own Disney Plus show, or whatever plan he has. I think because Ursa Mayer is supposed to be like a Soviet type of army type of guy, and he was also supposed to try to get experimented on, so I definitely think that Ursa Mayer could fit Red Guardian's story going on forward towards the MCU. But yes, like I said, huge setup for the mutants going forward towards the MCU. That will be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Really, thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like. Please leave a like. It would really help, like I said. And it took me a while to get this together. So please leave a like. As well as subscribe for more content like this. In fact, I just very recently, / yesterday, released a video on Loki and the 10 projects that Loki sets up, plus a bonus. So if you want to check that out, here will be the link. Definitely make sure to check it out. I think it's great. I think you'll love it. And yeah, definitely set up a lot more projects than Black Widow did. So definitely just make sure to check it out. It's amazing. Also, check out my video on why I think Taskmaster works. I have 3 reasons why I think Taskmaster works. Link will be in the corner. I definitely think you'll enjoy the video, and I definitely think that I can change people's minds with that. So definitely make sure to click it, and I think my mission was just to make you like Taskmaster a little bit more. And I definitely think I did that with that video. So just check it out if you're curious. I definitely think you'll like it. As well as comment down below which of these projects you think makes you the most excited, and like which of these projects you want to see the most. Like, okay, Black Widow said of this project, yes. Like, tell me like which one makes you the most excited, which characters you want to see going forward from Black Widow. Are you excited for Red Hulk? Are you excited for Yelena vs Hawkeye? Are you excited for the Dark Avengers? Are you excited for a Taskmaster show? Maybe where Tony Master shows up? Are you excited for the X-Men or the mutants in the MCU? So much stuff. I know. So, but tell me which one makes you the most excited and why, or tell me which one you didn't expect. I definitely think that most people didn't expect the mutants, but yeah, definitely tell me down in the comments down below. Once again, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is your entertainment out.